From downtown Wadsworth, Ohio, it's the annual Blue Tip Festival Parade, and WCTV is once again proud to bring you coverage of this year's festivities. Hi again, everybody. This is John Bernard, along with Joanne Kane, director of the Senior Center for Older Adults. And tonight we're at the corner of North Lyman and Broad Streets once again.
Good evening, everybody. Hello, John.
That was the Wadsworth VFW Post 1089 color guard that started the parade off. And there's Kim in the sheriff's car. That's Kim Detchen, I think is her name.
Deshawn.
Yes, thank you for correcting me on that. And now there's about a 100-yard gap between the start of the parade and the next group, but you can see on your screen.
Okay, here comes the Wadsworth High School Band under the direction of Sam Mays. Our band has won numerous awards this year, and once again, it's easy to see why. Let's just listen for a minute here while they come down the street.
I'd like to point out quickly for the people not here, it is a delightful evening. It all of a sudden got overcast and a little gray. Temperature's still pretty high.
But John, you know, every year it can rain an hour before, but the rain stops when the parade starts. So let's hope it holds off tonight.
This year's parade is said to be bigger than last year's. More than or around 125 units will be marching in the Blue Tip Parade. Grand marshals of this year's parade are the Rotary and Lions Clubs of Wadsworth, and both of those organizations are celebrating their 75th anniversary of their Wadsworth foundings.
And here we have the band going right by us.
The cheering you hear now and see on your screen, that's the Wadsworth High School cheerleaders right behind the band, and they're under the direction of Rachel Hanchey.
Okay, and here comes the Grand Marshal Float. As John mentioned before, the Wadsworth Lions and the Wadsworth Rotary Clubs are both celebrating their 75th year of community service. Representing the Lions Club is President Bill Simmons, and representing the Rotary Club is President Dan Bowman. The Wadsworth Lions yearly projects include an auction, poinsettia sales, scholarships to Wadsworth High School, eye exams for kindergartners, eye exams, glasses, and surgery for other citizens. And the Rotary Club has contributed thousands of dollars in local scholarships on many local as well as international causes over their 75 years of service. For the past 14 years, the Rotary Club has organized the Blue Tip Parade. And here's our mayor. Hello, Mayor Caesar Carino.
The
and his
Honorable
wife, Linda.
Caesar Carino.
This is the mayor's first appearance in the Blue Tip Parade as mayor. Here we
Sun
have
newspaper, Citizen of the Year, the Reverend Martha Everhard. She's now a retired minister. She's been a teacher, counselor, pastor, community activist, and founded a support group for cancer patients and survivors after she was stricken with the disease.
Yes, and here is Miss Junior Wadsworth, Brooke Hawkins. Brooke is the 18-year-old daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Paul Hawkins and recently won the title of Miss Junior Wadsworth and will be competing for Miss Junior Ohio on June 25th.
The American Legion Auxiliary Post 170 passed us by, and right now you're looking at the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce. Float sponsored by Huntington National Bank. Riding on the float are the winners of the Rosie Awards.
Okay,
there's your buddy Bo.
Yeah, there we have all the winners of the. Oh, good, they're stopping, so we can tell that the winners of the Rosie Awards are Outstanding Commercial Construction. It was Roar Corporation, Citizen of the Year, Bo Cranston, Business Leader of the Year, Bob and Phyllis Leatherman, Business of the Year, the Rulin Company, and Key to the City, Beth Workman.
Following behind the Chamber of Commerce float is Adam Workman, and he's not there.
Here we have the Disabled American Veterans, Chapter 72, from Medina County. And I think we need to mention that back there, we really didn't have time to say this, the American Legion Post 170, those were the sons of men who fought in the wars of our country. Okay, and then coming up here we have Lolly the Trolley, and Lolly the Trolley is carrying folks from Magnolia Care and Rehabilitation Center. The center was built in 1978, and they've been in the parade since 1991, and we're glad to see all those folks.
I'd like to mention, Joanne, if people haven't heard yet, about the change in location for the carnival this year.
Yes.
They have moved the carnival to the north side of Art-Wright Stadium as opposed to the south side where it's been for years. And I'm told that the new north side site is larger by 1 acre.
Oh.
And the midway will be bigger than it normally is. And parking will be permitted on the old side, which is the south side of the stadium. So in case you go down there, you wouldn't miss it anyways. But just to let you know.
Yes, I haven't been down to see the layout, but I've been hearing for the last week or so that the location was changed. I think the holdup here is that we can't see this, but the Grand Marshals are on the square now lighting the blue tip match, which will continue burning throughout the rest of the week of the festival. And thank you, thank you. We've just been
Our
given,
collection of candy just
we
started.
We didn't even have to run out in the street for it, John. They brought it right to us. Wasn't
Hand
that
delivered.
Nice? Hey, it pays to have friends with candy.
Yeah,
so
Mr. Bowman and Mr. Simmons,
yes,
who lead the Lions and Rotary Clubs, they'll be lifted in a Wadsworth utility cherry picker truck to light the match. And that gas-powered lamp will remain lit until the close of the festival this Saturday.
Right.
There you see some parade fans.
Unfortunately, we don't have a view of that at our location here at the corner of Broad and North Lyman.
Right in front of the Wadsworth Public Library once again. The carnival is open from tonight, Tuesday the 20th, through Saturday. They have matinees on Wednesday and Saturday from 1 to 4. And bingo's back this year, I hear.
Oh.
The Firefighters Association of Wadsworth will set up a tent, I believe, in the stadium and have bingo games, and the money gathered from the proceeds of the bingo games will go towards the thermal imaging units they're trying to purchase, the see through the smoke cameras.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I'm sure there'll be lots of folks who will be very happy to hear that bingo's there, and they'll enjoy being part of it.
And for those of you history buffs, the Blue Tip Festival is named after the match that once made Wadsworth the match capital. The Ohio Match Company, which was a factory down on Main Street, at one time was the largest single match manufacturing plant in the world.
Well, John, long before I came to Wadsworth, many years before, I knew what blue tip matches were because we had a gas stove and that's what we lit them with. So blue tip matches were a part of my life long before I knew they were made in Wadsworth.
And following, I think it was World War II, the match company donated the land for Memorial Park to the city as a memorial to the local men and women who were in the service at the time. And the city's annual carnival used to be called Wadsworth Week till some point in the 70s when the name officially became the Blue Tip Festival. And the match company constructed the giant blue tip match, which sits in the square. And that thing's been there for as long as I can remember.
Well, as you know, I work with a lot of the older folks who've lived here in Wadsworth for many years, and a lot of them still call this Wadsworth Week. So some of those old habits live on.
There we are.
There we are. Hi,
still
everybody.
a hold up on the parade, folks.
And here we sit in, actually, I think there's an excellent attendance here this year. A little bit more than last year.
Yeah, when it was called Wadsworth Week, the streets were blocked off to permit the carnival being set up in the area of the square.
Oh, It's always been at Memorial Park since I've been here, but that sounds like it would be fun. But I think it would be, and
With
the
the traffic nowadays.
days are gone when you could do that in the square.
Sounds like the band started playing again beyond us.
Looks like everybody right here in front of us is anxious to get started on marching down the street again. We've got a nice long parade.
It's
back
just
there
started.
on Broad Street. They're all just waiting.
You're still looking at Raleigh.
Oh, yeah. I guess we have a minute to mention. Yes, I called it Lolly the Trolley. This one is Raleigh the Trolley. And this particular trolley, it has wheelchair lift on it so that many of the folks who are residents of Magnolia who have to be in wheelchairs and need assistance getting on can get on more easily. And I think it's allowed people to participate this year who in other years haven't had that opportunity. So that's something that's interesting to know. Okay, here we go. We're on the march again.
That's a car from Strickland Mason Chevrolet.
And I think that is also representing Magnolia. That's Miss Magnolia. Miss Magnolia
Phyllis
2000.
Goff.
Okay, and here we go with the Medina County Detachment number 569 Marine Corps League. Jerry Oppie is the leader of the detachment, and their float is dedicated to the flag raising at Iwo Jima. They have a 1944 Dodge weapons carrier.
There it is on the right of your screen. And
And
there it is in the center of your screen.
veterans of the Pacific Theater World War II are participating.
Antique cars approaching now. Edward Bird Jr. has brought to the parade 2 of his antique cars.
This is always fun. I think I enjoy this. And Garland Moses is driving a 1941 Chrysler New Yorker with Highlander interior. It's all original. And here we have our state senator, Grace Drake.
Parade has stopped again. This is the 2000 Blue Tip Parade on WCTV. John Bernard along with Joanne Kane. There's Senator, there's State Rep Calvert. He's on foot.
Yes, he's walking alongside Senator Drake. And driving that car is Mrs. Chuck Calvert.
Wadsworth Kiwanis waving our way. There they are. Established in 1970. They're a service club which is actively involved in the community. Up next, Judge McIlvaine. Here he comes. He's joined by some of his staff.
Thank you, Marge.
There's the judge.
Pays to be here where they're handing out candy.
Nice arm.
Okay, and here are the folks from Realty One. Realty One treats their customers with understanding that buying or selling a home is among the most important decisions one makes in a lifetime. It's the Realty One way. What a pretty float they have. And aboard the float are many of the folks you can call to help you find a new home.
Twirling away, the Imperial Cadets Baton Corps, a volunteer organization started in 1974. The girls range in ages from 3 to 17 and are from the Wayne County area. Featured twirler is Sabrina Franks. The Imperial Cadets are under the direction of Donna Jean Smith.
John, I think these young ladies are probably very happy that there's not a lot of sun.
Look at that cute little one there.
There are two little girls here.
One does not look too happy to be.
It's a long walk when your legs are that short. Okay, coming up behind the Imperial Cadets is the Wadsworth Area Historical Society. And they evidently do have Lolly the trolley.
Yes, that is Lolly. Mr. and Mrs. Cooter there holding up the Wadsworth Area Historical Society sign, and Lolly the trolley behind them.
Lots of folks on there who belong to the Historical Society.
And of course, our Mayor Carino used to be the president.
Right. I see lots of folks on there I know.
Sheriff Hassinger of Medina County slowly approaching in the white Mustang you see on your screen.
Mrs. Hassinger accompanying him on the car, in the car, I should say.
The
And
sheriff's
followed by a lot of their, I assume these are deputies and deputy families. Well, I see his son there.
yeah, Craig, who is a councilman here in Wadsworth. There's Craig running by screen.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, John, by the time the evening's over, we'll have a lot of candy and a lot of
goodies.
souvenirs. Yeah.
I just got a junior deputy. My 6-year-old son will love this little sticker.
Yes, my 6-year-old granddaughter will love it too. Well, there are a lot of youngsters alongside us here who are getting those stickers from.
And it looks like the sheriff's canine unit is putting on a little bit of a show.
Those are those drug sniffing dogs.
They sure are. There they are, German
and they
Shepherds.
are wonderful. They are just such wonderful animals. I've seen a demonstration.
Look at that.
Yes, I've seen a demonstration of how they find drugs, and it's really very interesting. They're wonderful. Coming right up behind them is East of Chicago Pizza. Look, they have
the new Volkswagen Beetle.
The newest vehicles, and here behind is one of the oldest, a Studebaker of ancient vintage. I'll date myself, but I owned a car like that when I graduated from high school.
There's the little fire chief.
Fun vehicles. And also an even more ancient vehicle behind them. I don't really know the age of that. It's 31, somewhere around there. I think that
the Chevrolet you're looking at now, CompuStuff. Computers, upgrades, and repairs. That's the red car. That's a Cutlass, I can tell you that. A 1969. John Cox is riding in that original car.
That's a beauty.
A dummy passenger.
Okay, and here we have I guess this is the Ohio Army National Guard Bravo Company. Armored car. And here we have Sonnet's Coffee House and Cafe. Sonnet's Coffee House features coffees from all around the world. They have fresh baked goods, gourmet muffins, and lots of good things to eat.
The clown you are about to see, Coco the Clown.
Look at the size of Coco's camera. Coco's taking pictures of all her favorite friends.
And appropriately behind the clowns, the Grizzly Club Preschool.
Oh,
located right here in downtown Wadsworth.
Aren't they having fun?
It's at the Trinity United Church of Christ. The program offerings include morning and afternoon classes for 3, 4, and 5-year-olds.
And here's Brownie Troop 766. They were honored as one of the top cookie-selling troops this year, averaging 194 boxes per girl.
That's a lot of cookies.
Heather Benya was one of 5 girls in a 3-county area to sell 1,000 boxes of cookies. And they're being pulled by Dave Marshall, owner of Paint and Paper.
McCammon Bowling Supply and Hardwood Floor Refinishing.
And on their float, they have the Wadsworth Warriors, a 14-year-old boys traveling baseball team. They're going to be sponsoring a dunk tank down at the carnival, so come one, come all, get dunked. They also sponsor the Wadsworth Racers, a girls softball team. Or they're on the float, but they are sponsored by Adams Landscaping.
And the drag car you see there, that's a 1970 Challenger funny car called the Iceman.
Coming up next is Breakpoint. This is the after-school club. It's a community after-school club for 5th to 8th graders. The administrator is Deborah Blind, and activity assistants are Brian Wolf and Justin Shank. The club provides indoor and outdoor recreation and community service type activities. And happy birthday to Katie Stugmeyer.
Who just walked by. Katie, happy birthday. 13 years young. Oh, to be again. Here's the Wadsworth Youth Football League. Redskins and Browns. Football signups are July 8th and 22nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Steiner Center. Ages to sign up are 8 to 13. You must be 8 years old by September 1st.
Well, you qualified, John.
Don't I wish?
That was a few years ago, wasn't it?
A few. Following the football league is the Wadsworth Youth Wrestling. Congratulations on an outstanding season. State qualifiers Mark Snodgrass, Tyler Deese, and Jason Stakowski. And state placers Matt Snodgrass, Jeff Rager, Derek Four, and Brad Squire.
We also have the Wadsworth Youth Baseball Rookie League White Sox. They're managed by Scott Foreman and coached by Denise Busan.
Well, I know that it's a Wadsworth-related youth baseball team, White Sox. Thank heavens it's not the Chicago White Sox, who are not a favorable team in this area right about now. I don't think I need to tell you why.
Right now in front of us are the folks from Domino's Pizza. I don't know what they're throwing out here, but
cups with coupons in them, I guarantee.
If you don't catch them, they make a big noise here.
It's actually a really nice evening. It's not too hot and humid. I remember years past, kids passing out because of the heat.
Yeah. Now, I think what we're looking at here are kids from the summer playground program from our City Recreation Department Steiner Youth Center to remind us that all 9 to 14-year-olds can sign up for the Hershey Fun Track Meet for kids, which will be on Saturday, June 24th at the high school track. That'll start at 9 a.m.
This is Kinder Care Learning Center located at 135 Smoke Rise Drive. Curriculums for children 6 weeks to 12 years old.
And here come the Wadsworth Fantastics 4-H Club. a group of young, energetic children ages 5 through 18 who learn leadership, communications, and career life skills, as well as techniques and facts about the project they complete.
The big showboat you see coming, it's a yearly entry in the parade from Kovac Realty, an authentic paddle wheeler. I wouldn't say it's authentic, but it's a replica of an authentic.
It's a good replica, too, for a land vehicle. These folks are having a good time. Everybody surrounding it looks like they're enjoying being in the parade. Along for the ride on this float are Cub Scouts from Den 10 and some Girl Scouts too. This is a perfect way to spend a lazy summer afternoon. Everybody just give a big wave to Kovac Realtors.
Another gap in our parade, as you see on the screen.
This gives folks a little time to stretch their legs or change their location if they aren't happy with the view they're getting where they are. And also, there are a lot of children rushing into the street here to pick up candy that hasn't been claimed.
It soon will be, believe me.
Okay, coming up right here is Pinnacle Gymnastics from Medina, Ohio, and looks to me, John, like they're giving us a good sample of their gymnastic abilities as they come down the street. This has got to be pretty hard to do. They're not marching, they're flipping down the street. Cartwheels, flips. Well, that's really fantastic. I think they're going to be pretty tired by the end of the parade. I guess Pinnacle Gymnastics is moving to a new location in September, 900 Medina Road. Okay, and here's the Mohican tribe. These are Indian guides and princesses. This YMC program was founded almost 70 years ago. Then, as now, the concept has been to recognize and support the father's vital role as teacher, counselor, and friend to his child, while affording the child an opportunity to spend quality, uninterrupted time with his or her father. Here we are, lots of folks on that float. Here we're looking at the Northeast Ohio Dance Ensemble. They're the resident youth ballet company of Northeast Ohio Dance Academy, and both are located at 150 Main Street in Wadsworth. This company has been performing for Wadsworth and the surrounding area for 14 years. And they do a lovely job.
There's an antique Ford truck.
See that poodle skirt hanging on there?
Yeah.
It all went together. That's 50s nostalgia. Here are some Corvettes.
1967 Stingray Coupe.
Okay, here's the official pace car of the Indianapolis 500, May 24th, 1998. And that is the car that, of the Automotive Industrial Supply.
Here's the All Creatures Vet Clinic. Their first blue tip appearance was 10 years ago. All Creatures Vet Clinic is a full-service clinic stressing the courteous and professional treatment of patients and their families. They have some...
What a great float. Okay, and then coming right up behind are the folks from Richmond Pharmacy, Richmond Natural Health Pharmacy. This is their 50-year anniversary this year. They began in 1950 and have grown to an 8-store independent pharmacy chain. As we enter the century, we're fortunate enough to have a strong heritage of great customer service. And
Bittner Auto Sales of Akron, that antique hot rod there. Here the camera is panning towards RJ's Whatever. Been serving the Wadsworth area for 11 years, specializing in lawn care.
Gee, I wish I had one of those to mow my lawn. Looks like fun.
Yeah, me too. Wadsworth Tornadoes, soccer champs.
Looks like they've had 4 years of being champs. The coaches are Tom Lehner, Bill Lorenz, and Jim.
Somebody.
Sorry, Jim.
It either flies by and we miss it, or it's not on our list, or who knows it. There you see a 1943 John Deere farm tractor being driven by John Bennick.
Following is Wadsworth Towing. And as we see at the corner of our screen, now coming up are the fire trucks. This is what lots of people wait for. These are from the Wadsworth Fire Department and departments from the surrounding communities. The Wadsworth Fire Department sponsors many different categories to win trophies for the different departments. So
the Wadsworth EMS following right behind.
This is, fortunately, we're in the quiet zone, but this is what a lot of people wait for. They really want to see these, and they like to sit where they make a lot of noise.
And that EMS truck there looks very similar to our camera truck, because our camera truck is a retired EMS vehicle. Our camera truck gets a little bit of a rest during the summertime, other than for the parade, and believe it or not, starting end of August, it's football time again.
And here comes our Humvee, Wadsworth's own new Humvee vehicle. The fire department's going to be sponsoring bingo at the Blue Tip from 7 to 11 from tomorrow night through Saturday. So if you're a bingo player, get down there. It'll be a lot of fun.
Even if you're not a bingo player.
here, City of Medina. Their fire trucks are always very easy to spot because they are painted that bright yellow color.
Limeish, yellowish.
Yeah. I think we're going to see some other yellow vehicles, fire vehicles in this parade, if I recall. And it certainly is a color that gets your attention. Here's Bath Fire Department.
If I could fit, I would like to drive one of those.
I know, those are adorable. Those are from Allen M&S Auto Parts. They are really neat. Those two kids are the envy of every kid in this parade, or sitting along here. Here's the antique fire, City of Wadsworth fire truck. We've come a long way since then, since that was state of the art. And this is Sterling Fire Department. They've brought equipment from far and wide to be in this parade.
Orville Fire Department from Wayne County. It's a different looking design, paint job.
It's also very, it really stands out, very noticeable. Valley City. That's a tanker. And I noticed they have on there, right on the side of the truck, stop, drop, and roll. That's what our youngsters are being taught in school, and that's good advice to follow. Oh, and here we are from Marshallville Fire Department. Here we are now looking at Sharon Township. Can you? Here's a unit from Lafayette Township, and it looks like they're all prepared to fight some brush fires or fires out in the country.
Norton Fire Division.
Oh, they've got several units here. Norton unit is also an older engine. Coming up here, Hinckley Fire Department.
Oh, it's wearing me out just watching them all go by. Plenty of fire vehicles.
Wow, this is really something, John. This
and we're what, maybe a
Westfield-
quarter through our list?
Westfield Fire and Rescue. This is quite a state-of-the-art fire truck. That's really something. Here we have a 1966 Maxim 750 GPM pumper. This was formerly owned by the Bristol, Rhode Island Fire Department. It's now owned by Carl Ratz. Here we are, City of Rittman. That's the other bright yellow, very noticeable vehicle. There's Chippewa Township, Doylestown. Now there's a vehicle I assume hasn't seen service for a while except at parades. It's kind of neat though. And here's Seville, Guilford Township.
And the light at the end of the tunnel is now approaching. The last fire vehicle is another antique Wadsworth fire truck driven by the fire chief's son. And Charlie Bowes sitting in the passenger seat. He's behind a lot of acquiring these antique fire trucks. He is a retired fireman. And that's the end of the fire trucks, folks. Up next look like some diesel fueled trucks. There you see.
Big trucks. Well, with the way the fuel prices are going, we may only see bicycles and people on foot in this parade next year. I think this is Hartzler Feed and Seed that we're looking at right here. That's a beautiful, beautiful truck. This is also from Hartzler.
Hamrick Truck Driving School coming up in the semi.
One at Kenworth, one at Peterbilt. And yes, here, this is, if you have desire to be a truck driver, Hamrick Driving School is located in Medina. And you can give them a call. Learn how to be a truck driver.
One of the many vendors walking around the parade tonight. There, the camera moved around and focused in on Bears Towing Inc. Big or small, bears tow them all.
I bet that bear is real happy that it's an overcast night. Be a hot night for a bear to be out for a drive.
This vehicle also belonging to Bear Towing.
Those are the folks you call when you need a big towing job.
Or small.
That's
It says big or small, we tow them all. And we have another break in the parade action.
I see Pizzazzio's Pizza coming up here. Pizzazzio's is one of this year's Blue Tip Festival sponsors. I don't think they're throwing pizza. I wish they would. It sounds like a good idea right about now. They're throwing Frisbees.
Yippee.
Okay, and here we have Guardian Nursing Incorporated, providing quality home care since 1982. And here are some of those guardian angels.
Lovely. Approaching is another parade favorite, the Tadmore Shrine Temple. Here come the Shriners. These units are from Tadmore Shrine in Akron. They are one of 191 temples in North America. The Shriners are noted for their bands, calliopes, colorful marching units, and most of all for the 22 Shriners hospitals for children.
They're led by their ambassadors unit under the direction of James McNeil, who's the chief. And here we see the potentate for 2000 from the temple going by now. Shriners Temple, or Shriners hospitals are located in other countries besides the United States.
And watch your toes here, Joanne.
Ah, yes.
The Shriners on their four-wheelers. Can't have a parade without those. Looks like they're going to put on a little show here for the cameras.
That's great.
Ready, set, go.
I think we should mention that the Shriners operate 22 children's hospitals where all the care is free. They admit children who have not reached their 18th birthday and can be helped by the hospitals. Tadmore is currently sponsoring over 325 children in the area to these hospitals, and treatment is given without regard to race or religion. If you should know of such a child, contact a Shriner. He can put you in contact with the admissions committee. I think the Shriners hospitals are most known for their work with burn patients, but there are other children who are in need of orthopedic or spinal cord care who are also helped in these hospitals.
The Harley Davidsons that you see they're from Tadmore's Temple Guard. The three-wheel motorcycles are all antiques, having been first put into service as police motorcycles in the early 1950s.
Also part of the Temple Guard is Harry Penny, the parade, Tadmore Parade Marshal. He's riding on one of these blue Harleys.
Here comes the hospitality unit with the antique calliope. Arthur Kane is the president. This old circus calliope has been converted to electricity and mounted on a truck chassis to give more folks an opportunity to enjoy the old tunes. And bringing up the rear is their clown unit under the direction of Dick Weinhardt. And for some reason, at the end of every large group is a large break. Just like the fire trucks, now the Shriners. Still overcast, still smells like rain, but not a drop from the sky.
Well, as soon as the last unit goes by, it can rain. No, I shouldn't say that because I know everybody wants to go down to the carnival. So let it rain about 2 o'clock tomorrow morning. Okay, here we have Randy Jotty for State Senate.
He is not on the screen, but he did go by. What you're looking at is Medina County Park District celebrating their 35th anniversary.
As part of this very special year, the Wolf Creek Environmental Education Center in Sharon Township will open in the fall. This facility is unique in that it targets schools and other organized groups to better educate them about our environment. Riding on that float was Kathy Luton, one of the volunteer naturalists at the center. Armored vehicle and other military vehicle, which we do not have listed here on our script. So we are just going to have to let you guess about them as we're trying to guess about them.
Charlie's Mobile Glass Service right there on the screen. Free pickup and deliver on mobile glass service. They are a complete auto glass service with the best prices in town. Check out their website at www.charlesmbglass@aol.com. Say that fast 10 times. And the Stingray is House of Wilhelm, 235 High Street in Wadsworth. Full service shop featuring handmade crafts and gifts, decorative accessories, collectibles, outdoor flags, and a large selection of yard ornaments. Specialize in Boyd, Russ, and tie bears. And opening July 4th weekend at the House of Wilhelm, 1820s log cabin filled with antiques and gifts. And yet another break in the action. As you can see, where cameras are positioned right in front of the Wadsworth Public Library, looking across the street now.
I think coming up here very shortly, you're looking in the other direction, but soon you'll be looking at the Wadsworth Swinging Stars Square Dance Club. Wadsworth Swinging Stars Square Dance Club caller and teacher is Michael Sumter, and last year they celebrated their 25th anniversary as a club. So do-si-do, and if you'd like to participate, you can give them a call. They'll teach you everything you want to know. You can have a fun time the first night. They're going to start on Tuesday, September 12th at the high school cafeteria.
Kimmel Heating and Air Conditioning. They went by. A new heating and air conditioning business in Wadsworth. The owner is Mike Kimmel, and the Life Tabernacle on your screen now.
They're from Rittman. And coming up now, we're going to be seeing some of the folks from Medina County Democratic Organization. They're going by awfully fast. Hope you can read their signs. They're faster than we can say them. Michael Kovac, or Mary Kovac, for Domestic Relations Judge, Elizabeth Kelly.
I saw a 1951 Ford Victoria hardtop, followed by a Mustang, and then another antique vehicle. It was a 1973 Mustang convertible.
Oh, this young man is a Garth Brooks wannabe. Michael Osborne, he's a Garth Brooks impersonator. You can hear him at the Blue Tip Festival on Saturday night, and he'll be doing a tribute to Garth Brooks.
Oh boy. I felt a raindrop. Judge Bill Batchelder, Court of Appeals. Presiding judge at the 9th District Court of Appeals, Judge Batchelder has over 32 years legal experience and is a former Medina County Court of Common Pleas judge. Judge James Lever, judge of the Medina County Court of Common Pleas, Domestic Relations Division. There's Judge Jill Heck right behind Lever. Medina County Court of Common Pleas Juvenile Court is Judge Heck. Judge Kimbler followed by Judge Collier.
We've got all the judges. Now, coming up behind there, we have Cachet, Stylish Statements by Annie. This former video store at 238 High Street has blossomed into a side street design corner featuring Cachet.
The Ford pickup honking that just went off your screen is from Bennett Lumber and Home Center. There it is, Bennett Lumber and Home Center. Third generation owner Roy Lehman in the 1966 Ford F-100.
And here come the Chaparrals, Baton and Drum Corps. They're starting their 26th marching season this year. The corps is directed by Susan Combs and Nadine Bechtel. They're instructed by Maria Reinze and commanded by Sarah Hobbs. They're proud to be a part of this parade, and we're certainly glad to have them. It's a nice looking outfit.
There's Applebee's. Neighborhood Grill and Bar. Mrs. Levitt heaving things at her son standing near us here.
There's the
There's
sheriff.
Barney Fife. Don Knotts peering out of the old.
They represent Backer Funeral Home.
And well, for whatever reason, fans of the Andy Griffith Show.
That's
as I know many of us are.
Yeah, that's a 1962 Ford Galaxy. It's been restored by the folks there. And it's a replica of the official Mayberry squad car.
There's the Wadsworth Lions Club. Celebrating 75 years of service. They have an auction, a poinsettia sale, scholarships to Wadsworth High School, eye exams for kindergartners, eye exams, glasses, and surgery for needy citizens. And the president of the Lions Club is Bill Simmons. There's the bookmobile from Wadsworth Public Library. Books, CDs, magazines, and movies. The bookmobile makes more than 30 neighborhood stops each week during the summertime. And you can call the library for more information on where the bookmobile may have its neighborhood stop near you.
That is a wonderful service, especially during the summertime when children are out of school. We're very fortunate to have a wonderful library in this town, and it provides so many good services.
You didn't want all this candy, did you, Joanne?
No, I certainly didn't. I noticed you saved that double bubble gum, John.
Yes, that I will have. Okay, where are we here? Ramada Limited in this pickup. There's 108 guest rooms at the Ramada Limited, completely recarpeted, and now features hair dryers, irons, ironing boards, brand new TVs, sofas, and voicemail. Meeting and banquet space available for up to 150 people.
Okay, now we have our county commissioner, Steve Hambley in the first car, Commissioner Pat Geisman in the second car.
There's Hambley on your screen. Now off, Pat Geisman. Medina County's first woman to be elected county commissioner. Now,
coming up
after
behind.
I'm sorry, John, but
Yeah.
after Pat was supposed to be Pete Rademacher in his Radacycle, you know, that motorcycle with the spinning circular deal. That was always my favorite as a kid. However, I understand Pete recently had surgery and couldn't make the parade this year, and that's too bad. There's Dean Holman, county prosecutor.
Okay, and coming up here are the folks from River Styx Market. Located in the heart of downtown River Styx, they have NASCAR merchandise and their headquarters for collectibles. It's also a good place to get an ice cream cone.
Yes, it is.
And they do have their own website. It's www.riverstyxcollectibles.com. That's something we weren't telling people even last year about the different
ever-present websites. Here's Ducks Unlimited, the world's foremost conservation organization.
And here's the trading post. Trading post where your ad is the news. The Trading Post papers are celebrating their 25th anniversary this year, and it's delivered free to every home in southern Medina and northern Wayne County each week.
And you see another break in the action as we're slowly but surely winding down here. Hello. I am now on screen, awaiting the arrival of the next parade participant.
Everyone get ready, my mom's picking up.
The Louisville Twirlers, there they are. Stephanie Hickenbotham, Darcy Henson, and Kristen McKim, the feature twirlers. They've marched all over Ohio, winning many first place awards. The twirlers have been together for 16 years under the direction of Liz Burns, Barb Hoon, H-U-H-N, Hoon. Sorry, I may have botched that, and Jody Burns.
John, I think here in Ohio, this is Louisville.
Okay, thank you. Louisville, Louisville.
It's Louisville in Kentucky.
Well, I've heard it called Louisville.
And in Ohio, it's Louisville. However it's pronounced, they're doing a fine job. Here we have the folks from Bob's Windy Ridge Nursery. They are a quality source for aquatic landscape and perennial plants. They've been serving the community since 1972. They're located at 7896 Ridge Road. Here's Elizabeth Kelly. Elizabeth Kelly is running for the Ohio Senate.
Didn't see her on your screen. There's her car. She was walking in front of the truck there. There she is.
There she is.
Behind her, the Medina Corvette Club, representative for the parade. A few representatives, I should say. Number of Corvettes passing by.
Here's a real vintage one bringing up the rear, John. That's 1966. And coming up here now on your screen is the float from the Galaxy Restaurant. This is Wadsworth's newest premier restaurant. Full restaurant, service restaurant, sports bar, and banquet facility all under one roof. Galaxy Market is also a pleasure. It offers superior deli sandwiches and out-of-this-world bakery items.
Some otherworldly creatures occupying that float. Holiday Inn Express, right behind the Galaxy. 74 rooms, including 24 suites and 8 jacuzzi suites, pool, sauna, free continental breakfast. That'll be a nice addition to Wadsworth.
And there's a car from Liberty Residence. I see Mr. Bill Ream in the front seat there. Here's a representative from Premier Pontiac and GMC Limited. They offer full service dealership committed to customer satisfaction. They have new and pre-owned cars and trucks you can trust for quality, dependability, and service. Now we're looking at Richard Meyer's 71 Chevy Chevelle race car. This is sponsored by the Galaxy Restaurant, Eagles Wadsworth, Main Street Saloon in Akron, and Swift Auto Parts in Wadsworth.
That is a pro stock dragster there.
Coming up here now, we have some folks from Gordon's Landscaping. They specialize in lawn maintenance, new lawn installation, walks, patios, koi ponds and waterfalls, mulching and edging, topsoil, and mulch deliveries. And they're located in Wadsworth. I guess when it's not growing season, they say they also do snow plowing.
John Burke, Medina County Treasurer, playing the keyboard very nicely. His entourage is followed by Kathy Fortney, Clerk of Courts. Kathy has been the Medina County Clerk of Courts since 1991.
Coming up now, we have Nancy Abbott, Medina County Recorder. She is the county recorder who's working for us.
First Assembly of God, featuring their youth ministry. And there's Dutch with his camera.
Here we have picture perfect photography.
In the black Monte Carlo that just went, there you go.
The perfect picture at the perfect price. Now booking for the class of 2001. They also do weddings, portraits, and special occasions.
Hey, the Wadsworth Balloon Race Committee, along with the Galaxy Restaurant and Sports Bar and many Wadsworth businesses, are bringing back the great Wadsworth Balloon Race after being gone for the past 5 years. Beginning Thursday, September 28th, 4 balloons will launch from here in downtown Wadsworth. Then Saturday, September 30th, 20 to 30 balloons will lift off from the Wadsworth Municipal Airport. Admission is free, so you can go on down to the airport and watch the return of this event.
I think that's going to be a lot of fun. I think many of us have missed seeing the balloons. Okay, here we have Ben Franklin. Hello, Ben. He invented the Franklin stove, the lightning rod. Not sure I understand who he represents, but here we have the Masons.
And the United Twirlers in their 4th year. They march to patriotic music and represent Western Stark County. They also participate in Junior Hall of Fame, Swiss Festival in Sugar Creek, and Louisville Constitution Days.
Here we have a 1966 Dodge Coronet. I believe that represents the Magic Cruiser Car Club. And here we have some folks from Sugar Daddy's Custard and Grinders. They have something for everyone to enjoy. They also have free deliveries to factories and businesses for lunch from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. They're located on Broad Street, right across from the Blue Sky Drive-In.
And there is a little bit of a gap here, and I'll tell you why. Because here comes the WCTV cam cart. You will be able to view the tape from the camera that is being run on that cart right now. Roger Polka, the ultimate game. Paintball.
All right, let's see if we can get
Follows.
Quick, what is this? Wrong! Is that your final answer? Loser! Loser!
Hi.
Who wants to win a shirt?
Me!
You gotta tell me what that is.
He's holding up a barrel plug from a paintball gun. Anyways, the cam cart has a camera on it that is shooting the crowd. You may see yourself on that tape, soon to come on WCTV. We, of course, producing the Blue Tip Parade right now, which will be seen numerous times throughout the next weeks on channel 15 and I think 16 too, wherever we fit it in. EHB Productions now on your screen, a recording studio located in Akron.
Coming up now, John, is the Wadsworth Republican Group, featuring Wadsworth elected officials and Medina County candidates. The car they have is a 1933 Packard owned by Carl Hummel. Well, here comes some more folks from the Wadsworth Republican Club. Dan Keenan. And another little lull in the action here, John.
What else is new? Had many tonight.
I think what we have coming up here is the Wadsworth Running Club. It's a small group of running enthusiasts of all ages and abilities from Wadsworth and surrounding areas. The club sponsors the annual 4-mile classic, which raises proceeds to fund college scholarships for deserving male and female track and cross-country athletes. Preceding them, I don't know, did we have them on the screen?
I don't think so. Rick Jarek
for Congress, and here is our city auditor.
I guess
Mr.
he's
John
following the
Moss.
Republican Club, which is about a mile down the road already. He's obviously not a part of the Wadsworth Running Club.
Right, but now, oh, we've got some folks here now coming up who I think are also, some are with the Wadsworth Running Club, some are still with the Republicans, so. Here's Lindsay's Chicken and Pizza, located at 138 Akron Road. And here's Bob Osecki, candidate for sheriff.
Mary Kovac behind him, candidate for Medina County Domestic Relations Judge. The ever-present Kovac name once again. Here come the lively Jazzercisers, the world's largest dance fitness program. They've been in Wadsworth since 1979. Wadsworth instructors are A.J. Neely, Beth Stein, Janine Berger, and Colleen Herden. You can watch them do a number as they approach.
Have a lot of energy for I don't know if they've been doing that all the way down Broad Street. If they have, I admire their energy.
I don't admire it so much as envy it.
Well, I agree.
And the junior Jazzercisers are going by also. Specialized dance fitness program for boys and girls age 5 to 15. And the junior Jazzercisers are located at the adult Jazzercise facility, which is the professional center here in Wadsworth.
Here we have Ron Amstutz. He's a state representative running for State Senate District 22. Coming right up here behind Mr. Amstutz is Chippewa Valley Bank. It's a full-service bank serving both commercial and community needs.
The big pickup truck, A1 Sports Sales, riding with A1 Sports are the Wadsworth T-ball players.
And I bet they're having a good time up on that truck. There appear to be quite a few teams represented there.
We missed Alberto's.
Yes.
It should be coming on your screen. There's Alberto's, Wadsworth's newest Italian restaurant. Locally owned and operated by Steve and Georgia Alberto. Where is Alberto's, Joanne?
It's, I believe, up there at Clark's Corners.
Wadsworth Hunt Club. Dedicated to education, conservation, safety, and youth programs for sportsmen. The club supports 3 youth programs for ages 8 to 18.
Well, here are the cyclists from the Yusuf Khan Grotto. This was formed in 1971 and have been active in parades every year since then. They're the current state champions and former national champions. This is only one of the many units of Yusuf Khan Grotto, which is part of National Grottos of North America. The unit is being led by Colonel Dave Breath and Lieutenant Colonel Don Hutchison. The Grotto is a Masonically affiliated fraternal organization. Its purpose is to cement the bonds of sympathy and good fellowship among its members called prophets. There are grottos throughout the U.S. and Canada. And I will add that they aid children with cerebral palsy, and they also provide dentistry for the handicapped.
There's Akron Tractor and Equipment, Inc. Displaying tractors from yesterday and tomorrow. Akron Tractor is celebrating 37 years of service to the community.
Oh my. That would actually make lawn mowing fun, wouldn't it?
The Wadsworth Moose. Tony Rossi and Joseph Wabel are driving. Wadsworth Moose has been part of Wadsworth for 32 years. Family and commitment are values that they uphold. Tweety Bird driving the 1952 MG representing Patricia Maynard.
Here is a Studebaker Avanti. These Studebaker vehicles are owned by Gary Williams. He's brought a few of his personal vehicles to the parade today. And John, I'm not sure the year that those were produced, but they were pretty good looking for their time. Here's Randy Heller running for Medina County Treasurer.
The Purple Pride Twirlers, there they are under the direction of Nancy Matheny and Margie Blake. From Barberton, Ohio, as you would guess, the Magic City.
here come the Norton Lions. And in the red car here is, well, I don't think he is in the red car. He's walking along beside it. Phil Duke, running for Medina County Commissioner.
There's Phil. Musicians Bargain Basement. "13 years they've been the place for used musical gear and new accessories. Their website, www.musicbargainbasement.com. Their store is at 1008 Kenmore Boulevard in Akron. Medina County Library right there. And their bookmobile celebrated 51 years of service to Medina County.
Now we're looking at the Bob Saddlemeyer racing team. Bob pilots the famous supersonic jet car alongside his father Lou with his Sonic Thunder 2. Bob began his driving career in 1990 and joined his father to become the first father and son jet funny car team in the world. Bob also conducts his own anti-drug programs and encourages youngsters to believe in themselves, stay in school, and stay away from bad habits. You can check out his website at jetfunnycars.com.
Valley View Towing, right behind the funny car, started in 1962.
Here's Johnny's Vintage Motorcycle Company. I think more people are going to be riding motorcycles, John. Better gas mileage.
And a blank on your screen again, as the next group is another block or so down. Glad you could tune in to the 2000 Blue Tip Parade here on WCTV. John Bernard along with Joanne Kane, our director tonight, David Allman, and a trusty camera crew of Chris Woosnam, and a host of others on our handheld camera that's down here on street level with us. We hope David is staying awake inside the truck here as the proceedings slowly come to an end. We are nearing the last half dozen or so entries of the parade.
I think there are going to be some interesting ones, though, because if you can probably hear the drums now, and this is going to be a very interesting unit passing by from the North American Indian Cultural Center. This is a non-profit social service center serving the American Indian community in the state of Ohio. They also provide cultural awareness in programs that feature speakers, dancers, and singers in the American Indian community.
And the Vietnam Veterans of America also marching in front of the American Indian Cultural Center.
I understand that the first young lady we saw on the horse was the model for Pocahontas in the movie Pocahontas.
The Disney movie, You know, those are the first and horses we've seen in the parade thus far. Coming up are the mounted sheriff's unit. But as I remember as a kid from the past, there were a lot of horses and other animals in the parade. This year, not the case.
All toward the end of the parade, though, John, for obvious reasons.
Yes. The sheriff's mounted unit.
The sheriff's mounted unit is definitely a tradition in the parade, and I think everybody looks forward to seeing this unit.
Now we're getting some horses. Of course, following the horses, as you know, will be the street sweeper.
Well, I think these are the, following the sheriff's unit here, are the Buckskin Riders and the BC Wranglers. They're a group of neighbors and friends who ride together in Norton. And the BC Wranglers are members of the local 4-H group.
There you see the reason for the street sweeper, folks. Oh boy, okay.
Okay, now we have folks from Barrow Acres. This is a group from Sterling, Ohio, which includes the Massey family, headed by Roy Massey, and the Stamp family, headed by John Stamp. You'll see all these folks in parades from May to December, and they have a lot of fun being in the parade, and they're happy to be here today.
Last but not least, First Merit Bank Stagecoach. The Stagecoach is a copy of a Concord coach built in Concord, New Hampshire. It was popular in the United States as early as 1828, when stages were the way to travel before trains came along. The copy was built in 1937 for the movie Stagecoach, starring none other than the Duke, John Wayne.
It looks like an okay way to ride in a parade, John, but I wouldn't have wanted to be going on a long trip on a stagecoach.
And here is the job I do not envy. The man with the shovel following the horses. There he is. Now, there's some more fire trucks at the end of the parade here. And looks like to be some more floats. Man.
I bet they drew straws for the street cleaning job.
Yeah.
And we see who got the short straw. Thank you to our street department. They do a great job. Well, this is the truck that carries the horses and the stagecoach to various events, I guess. Very nice looking outfit, isn't it?
Yes, it is. More Wadsworth EMS and fire trucks coming this way. Wadsworth's finest looks to be at the tail end of this year 2000 Blue Tip Parade. That should be it, Joanne.
Looks like it. People are starting to get up and
Everybody is.
move around and stir, and I know everybody's going to be heading down to the carnival now. And once again, John, the rain has held off. We had a wonderful parade, and the weather certainly did cooperate.
Despite the few lulls, it moved along quite nicely, and glad you could join us once again here on WCTV. Stay tuned in August for the Wadsworth Grizzly 2000 football season. We'll be bringing you that and much, much more. So thanks again to the WCTV crew. For Joanne Kane, I'm John Bernard. And we'll see you from the same spot next year.
Yes, and enjoy the rest of the week.
So long, everybody.